The stars remember, the archivist whispered. They warned us long ago, not of war, not of death, but of them. And on the crumbling stone tablet, one word still glowed after 10,000 years: human. For millennia, the galactic archive slept beneath the violet sands of the Voca wastes, a monument older than any known empire, carved by a civilization that vanished before most species evolved. Its corridors hummed faintly with residual energy, a rhythm like a heartbeat waiting to be rediscovered. When the excavation team unearthed the final chamber, the silence broke. Hieroglyphs glowed along the walls, telling stories in a language so ancient that even the translation cores trembled trying to decode it. There were no dates, no coordinates, only warnings. When the blue world awakens, the cycle ends. They will come fragile, but will rise unbroken. Do not provoke them, they were born from chaos. At first, the scholars laughed. Primitive mythology, they said. Every extinct race leaves a prophecy to comfort itself. But the image etched into the final wall stopped their amusement cold. A figure, small and upright, holding fire in one hand and destruction in the other. Its face was unreadable, its eyes like storms. They ran the translation algorithm 27 times. The result never changed: human. Fleet Command was alerted within the hour. Within days, word spread across the stars, whispers that the prophecy of the Lost Makers had spoken of a race now stirring on a backwater planet called Earth. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session. Some wanted contact. Others wanted containment. A few, the oldest, the wisest, wanted silence. The last time the prophecy was ignored, said the Elder of Ulnar, entire constellations burned. And so, for the first time in centuries, the galaxy felt fear, not of a weapon, not of a disease, but of a species still learning how to stand upright under one small sun. As the alien scholars sealed the chamber behind them, the tablet pulsed once, faintly, like a heartbeat. On a small blue planet, life stirred without knowledge of the stars. But the universe was already watching, and counting every heartbeat. Humanity's rise was subtle. Cities grew, machines hummed, and civilizations advanced at a pace the galaxy could barely register. To most alien eyes, Earth was just another resource-rich backwater, a quiet, fragile world. Yet, the prophecy had already marked it. On board the Zephyrian Observer, a scout vessel hovering in orbit, Captain Thalcor studied the planet below. Tiny lights blinked in sprawling metropolises, smoke spiraled from industrial centers, and flashes of human conflict dotted the continents. They are primitive, Thalcor muttered. And yet, he couldn't finish the thought. Every scan of humanity revealed contradictions. Their weapons were crude compared to galactic standards, yet they innovated faster than expected. Their politics chaotic, yet communities survived unimaginable crises. Their emotions unpredictable, yet they acted with bravery that no algorithm could model. Meanwhile, on Earth, humans remained oblivious. Children played under streetlights. Scientists argued in laboratories. Soldiers trained in remote bases. Each act, small and unremarkable, was a ripple in the prophecy's unfolding. The Galactic Council debated. Some advocated observation only, to monitor potential threats. Others pushed for containment, subtle manipulations to prevent humans from growing too strong. A few, older and scarred by history, urged caution. Humans are unpredictable, and that is why they will endure. They will rise from chaos, warned Elder Ulnar. Because chaos is their nature, and we have never understood the human mind. That night, on the remote plains of Siberia, a human expedition stumbled upon an ancient artifact, a fragment of alien origin. When touched, it pulsed with energy that resonated with their very biology. Scientists on Earth called it a miracle. The aliens called it a confirmation. The prophecy was awakening. Unknown to both, across the galaxy, fleets began moving quietly into position. Ancient empires whispered war plans. Scouts reported anomalies in human behavior that defied galactic logic. Humanity, still learning to walk, had already begun running toward destiny. In the night sky above Earth, a fleet of alien ships appeared silently, scanning, waiting. And one human, standing atop a hill, looked up and whispered, "Who are you looking at?" The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath. And then, without warning, the first alien vessel entered Earth's orbit. The Zephyrian observer descended silently, its hull reflecting the pale blue of Earth. On board, Captain Thalcor's crew scanned the planet, expecting chaos, fear, or surrender. What they found instead left them unprepared. Humans were watching. Cities flickered with lights from telescopes, satellites, and amateur astronomers. Military radars lit up with alerts, but the humans did not panic. They moved with purpose, not just defense, but understanding. Communication signals were scrambled yet sophisticated. Codes formed patterns that even the alien AI struggled to decode. On the ground, ordinary humans did extraordinary things. Scientists coordinated in real time, analyzing alien trajectories. Fighter pilots trained in decades-old jets began forming interception strategies. Civilians broadcasted warnings and advice across networks. Children, oblivious to danger, still played, their laughter ringing out into the night. Thalcor's sensors picked up the anomaly. Humans were unpredictable. Impossible to quantify. "Captain," said an officer nervously, "they are reacting logically, but not logically. They are adapting faster than our simulations." The prophecy had warned of this. Humans were chaos incarnate, yet order emerged from their unpredictability. Every move they made seemed to defy the calculations of centuries of alien experience. Across the globe, an unlikely coalition of humanity's best minds convened. Their goal: understand the visitors, not fight them. Earth's defenders realized that brute force would fail against a species whose courage was fueled by instinct, emotion, and stubborn creativity. Even as alien emissaries attempted first contact, humans responded with questions, curiosity, not fear. That simple act unsettled Thalcor. These creatures, though fragile in appearance, wielded something far stronger than any weapon: the human spirit. And then, in a small lab in Geneva, a young scientist activated a device recovered from an ancient archaeological dig, the same artifact that had pulsed weeks earlier. A wave of energy radiated across the planet, and every human touched by it felt a sudden surge of awareness, as if the prophecy itself had chosen this moment to awaken their latent potential. Humanity was no longer just a species to observe. They were a force to reckon with. Captain Thalcor looked out of the ship's viewport, eyes wide. They are not afraid of us." And far below, humans prepared to show the galaxy exactly why the prophecy had feared them. The first shots were not fired from alien ships. They came from Earth, not with hatred, but with ingenuity. By now, the Galactic Council understood the truth. Humans were unlike anything they had encountered. They didn't obey predictable patterns, and they didn't fear the overwhelming odds. Instead, humans leveraged every weakness in alien strategy, improvising, innovating, and turning raw chaos into weaponized precision. On the battlefield, Earth's defenders moved with creativity that defied centuries of war doctrine. Makeshift drones, repurposed satellites, and even civilian vehicles were modified into effective tools of resistance. Algorithms built to predict human behavior failed miserably. Humans learned, adapted, and outmaneuvered with each encounter. "Captain," Thalcor barked, "how are they doing this?" His officer, pale and trembling, answered quietly, "Because they're human." In orbit, alien fleets discovered their laser arrays, shields, and war machines were countered by humans in ways no simulation had predicted. On Earth, ordinary people, engineers, teachers, students, became strategists overnight. Resistance wasn't just military, it was universal. Every citizen became part of the defense. The prophecy had warned. They will rise unbroken. Now, the galaxy witnessed it firsthand. Amid the chaos, leaders of alien empires scrambled to negotiate. They sent envoys to Earth, only to find that humans were ready to speak, but not to surrender. Diplomacy came on human terms, bold, uncompromising, yet unexpectedly reasonable. And then, in a remote desert valley, a single human scientist activated the ancient artifact fully. A pulse of energy spread across the planet and beyond, disrupting alien communications, strengthening human defenses, and imprinting a message in the minds of every sentient being nearby. Humans do not yield. The tide of battle shifted in an instant. Alien commanders realized, to their horror, that the prophecy had been correct. Earth had awakened, and humans were no longer a species to underestimate. Across the cosmos, whispers spread. Do not provoke them. The humans are coming. As alien fleets regrouped, a lone human pilot looked up at the stars, grinning fiercely. Let's see how the galaxy likes the things we've learned from chaos.